Welcome back to Noon Edition. We've got Shannon Spencer here from Ohio Northern University. Thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So you had a big campaign that you're going through. So let's talk about the Forward Together campaign and kind of what that's all for.
Thanks. Ohio Northern launched a comprehensive campaign about 3 years ago, and our main pillars were scholarships. So that was the #1 priority for the campaign. We hoped to raise about $50 million there, and we exceeded our goal for that portion by about $1.5 million. So that's exciting. That will, do the most to help students. But we also looked at improving some other things, some facilities, adding some facilities on campus, helping our faculty and some of their expenses that they have in teaching and learning. And then unrestricted kind of flexible support for universities. So the whole goal was $100 million. And I'm happy to say that a week ago Friday, we closed the campaign at just shy of $113 million.
So that obviously is a great win for you. That must feel good knowing that, especially for scholarships, that's such an important thing for students that want to come to Ohio Northern, right?
Yes. So we have great academic programs, and our students get a lot of return on their investment for coming to Ohio Northern. We have, in general, between a 95 to 100% placement rate, depending on what program you're in. And so our students, even if they do end up taking out student loans, they are able to pay their student loans back because our programs are such great investments. But we want to continue to help them out as much as possible. And frankly, donors do too. Our alumni and our friends, they love to support students directly. And so scholarships is just one of the most popular things, most popular ways that people like to support Ohio Northern.
I was going to mention that, alumni must be a big part of kind of everything that kind of keeps that cog turning, right?
Yes. Alumni love the university, obviously. And I go around the country talking to alumni, and I see them at events. And the thing that I hear from them most often is that their experience at Ohio Northern helped them to exceed the expectations they had for themselves. So I think that that says a lot about the quality that we have just right here in our own backyard, and the great academic programs and faculty relationships that you get at a place like Northern.
Also, I know that was part of the money going to go towards the athletic center as well. I think I read that as well. So talk about that.
That will actually be our next big project.
Oh, great.
We did do some athletics facilities in this campaign. We added new tennis courts, and we also are in the middle of constructing a new softball field. So we have a great women's softball team that should be constructed by the spring, and we're looking at adding baseball and a couple other projects there on West Campus. But we need expanded facilities for our students for recreation and wellness, health and wellness. At the time that our athletics facility was constructed, we had about half the student athletes that we have now. So we've just kind of outgrown it. And it's around 50 years old, so there's some things that students enjoy today that aren't in the current facilities. So that will be our next big thing.
But that's not a bad problem to have, of course, knowing that you have, well, and it's nice too, not just all arts, not just all athletic. It seems like you have a wide variety of students, which kind of, that's how the scholarship kind of helps tie in as well.
Yeah, you can do anything at Northern. And the beauty about a place like Ohio Northern is you can be a pharmacy student or an engineering student or a nursing student, and you could also be the lead in the musical. So you can do it all, and so our students are really well-rounded people who enjoy doing a lot of activities, and we have a beautiful campus. It's large, and we're able to offer them all the kinds of things that enrich their lives.
Now, if people still want to make a gift contribution, is that possible?
It is. So people are still giving, whether or not you end a campaign or not. And you can always contact the Office of Advancement, or frankly, anyone at Ohio Northern will point you to in the right direction. So we appreciate it. We're just so grateful for the support that everyone wants to give us.
All right, well, it's wonderful news to hear that you've met your goal, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
All right.